Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm here in Austin, Texas at the Domain. Obviously, you already saw the beginning. I'm here to replace a disconnect. This is my first time here at this property. Never been here. I don't even know. My work order doesn't even specify what unit needs to be replaced. So I'm just gonna go around. All the units are labeled, which is nice. So I'm just gonna go around and see. And I think I already found my disconnect just by looking at the handle here. It's damaged. So yep, this is it right here. We're working for Suite 132, Brilliant Earth. I think they do like jewelry or something like that. They have a skylight, which is cool. So that's our disconnect right there. So what I'm gonna do is bring my stuff over here. We're gonna go back down, turn off the breaker switch, and that is, I also need to see what RTU that was. I think it was 1. I'm just gonna take this out of the box. I've been slacking on these videos. Really, it's just because we've been doing maintenances and I really don't want to record a maintenance. Maintenances are kind of boring and it's kind of getting slow too, so that kind of sucks. And it's not even fall yet. Like yesterday I finished around 1 o'clock and they had nothing for me, so I just went home. And then today I'm starting late. My start time was 9 o'clock today. I've been getting up a lot earlier than usual. I've been starting like at 7:30. But the only reason I'm starting late today is because this business doesn't open up till 9. So we're looking for RT1, Suite 132. Let me go shut off the breaker switch and we'll go ahead and we'll get started replacing this disconnect. All right, I just turned off the breaker switch. So now, just to verify, I'm gonna go ahead and check the power. Breaker switch was right there, right as soon as I opened the back entrance. I asked the lady, I was like, oh, where's your breaker? There it is. Go ahead and we'll check here. I don't really have that good of range. We got 0 there. I don't know if I have a torque bit that size. Let me see if I do. I want to say I do have a torque bit that size. Man, we're almost to 900 subs, man. We're almost there. Yeah, see, I have a torque bit right here. I just don't know if it's that size. I think this is too small. Yeah, too small. I had another one. I don't know where that's at. Might be able to try a square bit. Might fit in there. Oh, it's catching. Oh yeah, that's working. Now we can check power properly. It is a humid day today. I'm already sweating my ass off. Let's just check it to ground. 0, 0. And 0. Now let me check them to each other. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. Let me just take a picture of this because I know I'm gonna get this confused. The only thing I hate about wearing gloves is I have this stupid home button. Okay, so I think we'll need this. I think it's a 1/2 inch. So we'll need an extension, and then we'll need this, and I think that's really it. I wonder who snapped that disconnect like that. That's it, just like that. Boom. Electrical's done. We just need to get some channel locks, get those open so we can pull the wires out. Channel locks, we'll just use the small ones, I guess. Should be fine. So I'm thinking about getting another mount for my action camera. I was looking at one. It's a magnetic mount. So right now I use a neck mount to get all my shots, but it's not very conspicuous and it's in the way, I feel like. So I was gonna get one of those ones that you can put under your shirt and then the camera just magnetizes to the magnet that's under your shirt. So I was looking at one of those, it's like 20 bucks. Plus the neck mount that I have snapped. Some of it broke. I don't know how it broke, because I've never dropped this neck mount. Maybe I tightened it too tight on connecting my action camera. But that's the only thing I can think of. Pull this through. There's one that's high voltage, and let's get our outgoing. There's our outgoing. Might need to undo this here. And did you guys watch that Crawford and Canelo fight? I honestly was going for Canelo, but honestly, I just like to watch the fight. I don't really care who wins. This is a bigger size, 9/16. Oh, did you guys bet? Did anybody lose money? If you did, how much money did you lose? Because I know some of my coworkers, they're betting like 100 bucks. All right, disconnect is disconnected.
Didn't matter.
Now time to put on the new one. Fix these little springs. Oh, this one's missing a spring. These are all missing a spring. Okay, now I'm gonna grab needle nose. So we're gonna have to beat out these punch outs, or these knockouts. There's one. Man, it is humid today. Sweating like crazy. There's two. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait. I think I gotta take this one out too. Yep. All right. Okay, and I think that's it. Just those two knockouts, and then, man, looks like somebody made these bigger, these holes. I don't have a big enough drill bit. Okay, so I got a 5/16 and a quarter. So let's see which one it is. Let's go for the 5/16. Okay, let me see. Yep, way bigger. There's one. Oh, boom, two. And then this one, I'm gonna have to make this one just bigger. Boom. All right. Now we can mount this. Now let's see where exactly we need to mount this at. I guess I should have got some new locking or some spring nuts, because these are not sitting up correctly. Let's do the first one. We'll do the first one. Okay, there's one. Let me go ahead and snug this down so it doesn't fall. There we go. All right. And now for the electrical. make sure we're still dead. This is the terrible way to check to see if you're dead. Don't do that. And I used to have at this old company I used to work for, I had this one coworker that reminds me of this. But this dude was not scared of high voltage. So back in the day when I used to work at this place called Design Air Systems, I had this coworker come and help me because sometimes it was really hard to locate where the breaker switch was for these units, and this was like a Home Depot that we used to maintenance or work for. And he came to help me, and this dude just literally, I spent like all day trying to look for the breaker switch, and none of them were labeled. It was hard, couldn't do it. He comes, takes 2 of the high voltage wires out while they're still alive, and he touches them together. And he tripped the breaker switch. You could hear it. He would take them out and go, boom. And I was like, what the freak? Yeah, and that wasn't the first time I saw him do it. He did it a second time, because I think I was struggling on another system. But yeah, something I'll never do. We got our brown here. Man, honestly, I want to cut this down a little bit. I have to cut it down some. Right there at least. Go. Purple. Yeah, see, I don't like that brown. I'm gonna have to cut that brown down. Cut this one. We'll cut this yellow. Oh yeah, that's better. Maybe a little too short, but that's good enough. Oh, there's still some slack in there too, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, should snap in place. There it goes. Now for our low, our incoming, outgoing. There's my ring. I have another story. I was actually, I've worked at this building before, not with team, but another company I used to work for. I'm not gonna name the company, just in case. But I think a long time ago, this was like years ago, I think I was working on one of those units over there, right at the entrance. And I had a company vehicle. As I'm packing up, loading up, I get ready to go. I'm actually riding with a coworker of mine in my van. As I'm leaving the alleyway, which is right here, it's just like a long alley. It's kind of narrow, and there's a lot of pillars, like a pillar like every like 2 feet, or I don't know what you call them, barricades. As I'm making a turn, I'm going out, and as soon as I make my right turn, I scrape my van along one of the pillars, and you could hear it too. It's like, man. I was thinking to myself, I hope it's just like a little scratch, but no. I went to go park right down the street at I think it was the Chase Bank that's here at the Domain. Man, as soon as I get out of my van, I walk around to the side door. That thing is all scratched up. The whole thing is dented in. I don't even know if I don't think my door could open. It was a sliding door too. So I think that was broken. I don't have a picture of it. Never took a picture of it, but the whole thing was damaged, the whole van. And I think at the time I was like 20 years old. So I was a kid. But man, my supervisor asked me what happened. I had to make something up because I didn't want to get in trouble. I just got the van. I told him, man, I don't know, because this is a busy alleyway right here. There's always trucks pulling in and out, semi trucks. I told him, man, I don't know. I was changing filters. As soon as I came down, it was like that. And till this day, I guess they still don't know what happened. But yeah, terrible. That was a terrible day for me. And you know what? And then I think like maybe a year or two later, they sold the van. I saw that van on the street. The decals were off. You could see the old logo imprinted on the van. You know, from the sun. The sun is just just cooked the logo into the side of the van. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, dude, that's the van I used to drive. That's the one I effed up. They ended up selling it anyway. Bought a new van. Do you guys have any van stories or truck? I don't know. Some companies drive truck instead of vans, but I've always had a van. I think that's the only accident I was in with the vehicle, with the company vehicle. I don't think I was in anything else. And then for my ground, let me see. These are really long. Okay, now I need to figure out how I'm gonna ground this because there's no ground. You know what? Can I steal this terminal block off of here? Or is this like welded to the, oh no, you can. You can take it off. How is it mounted? Oh. I got it. Ugh. There we go. Beautiful. All right, here's my ground. Okay. Thank God. It says it goes right here. I'm gonna need to drill a hole. Okay, now it should fit. Man, that's perfect. All right. Let me go ahead and tighten it down. This is the last piece. Beautiful. All right, all done with that. Just make it look pretty, clean it up a little bit. All good to go. Let me write on it so people know who it was. Installed 9/17/25. I'm not putting my initials, I don't like to. We're done with that. Let me go ahead and pick up my mess. We'll go turn on the breaker switch. All right, so we got everything packed up, ready to go. I'll leave my bag there. I'll take this with me. Oh, let me grab my phone. Oh yeah, but let me show you guys the alley. There's my van right there. My old van was like parked the same way. And then to get out of here, you have all these pillars. And then as soon as you get out, I don't know if you can see, it's like right there, there's a black pillar. They used to be yellow. I took a right, scraped my whole van on that pillar. Would anybody live here at the Domain? It's like a living, if you don't live in Texas or Austin, it's a living / shopping center. Very high end. Like that whole building is apartments. That building is apartments, those are apartments. Behind me is apartments, lofts, whatever. And then you have restaurants, businesses, the Apple stores here, the Google stores here. I just saw they're building a Skims from Kim Kardashian. I just saw the boxes and then the logo on the building. They have Gucci here, Nordstrom, like every high-end store. But let me go down, turn on the breaker switch, and we'll go ahead and check power in and out. And then if we're good, then we're good. I got the breaker switch turned on, but before we go ahead and test it, let me show you guys how sweaty I am. So my shirt, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a water stain all the way down here, or a sweat stain. All the way from right here down to here. I sweat super easy when my shirt is soaked, and it's just humidity. But earlier I was dripping like somebody poured water on my head. I was dripping. But here we are. I got power turned on downstairs. We'll check it right now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn this on. Power's on. Does this have a release? No, it doesn't. Turn it off. Oh. Let's go ahead and check our power. Okay, switch it to volts. And we'll go ahead and check our voltage. 480, 480, 482, 482, 480, and 479, 480. Should be like 270, 270, 278, 280. All right, looks like we're good. So we do have power to our LED, which we're good. I would do it in test, but I don't want to, because then I'm gonna have to turn off the system again. So I'm just gonna wait. All right, guys. Well, I'm still waiting for the unit to turn on. Should be, maybe it's in a 5-minute delay, but I know it's gonna turn on. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's little video. It wasn't nothing too crazy, something simple. I just needed to get something out there. We're almost at 900 subs. If we could just keep it going, share the video, like it, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for getting me to almost 900. I will continue to push more videos out. They're gonna kind of be staggered between the weeks, just because I feel like my company's starting to slow down a little bit. We've been kind of knocking everything out. But until the next service call, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.